right? Watch this. This was crazy, bro. Like, have you guys seen this? Like, this is nuts. I just watched it yesterday.
Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film me.
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Don't.
Isn't that crazy?
Because she don't just.
Isn't that
Would
crazy?
you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one
Isn't that
another?
nuts?
My social
man?
media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start roll. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start rolling.
Please watch us stare at the red table because she's helped us a lot. Can't you tell?
Isn't that nuts, bro? Like, look at that. Like, it's so, man, I feel so bad for him. I do. And it's like, obviously, this is just like a snapshot into their life. And so, like, what do I really know? You know what I mean? Like, what do I really know? But, like, man, like, that would just, like, it's like one of those things where it, like, makes you uncomfortable even to watch it. He gets upset about it, and then she's, like, patronizing and, like, fucking acting like he's, out of line for not liking it. Yeah, it's just sucks, man. And if she fucked his career over, I don't know about all that. I have no idea. But I saw this earlier this morning, and I was, like, thinking about it a lot. Because it's like, man, like, if this was, like, my friend and I knew them, or, like, if I was one of those, like, I try not to, like, give my opinion on this kind of stuff. Because, like, I mean, again, what the fuck do I know? But, like, if I saw this video and I was just giving my, like, raw reaction, I would say she is a bitch. I'm just gonna, like, she is a bitch. Like, let's be honest. Let's be real. Like, this is, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for my boy Will Smith, that I watch his movies every fucking day, man. Every movie that came out in the 90s and the 2000s. And you're doing that to our Will Smith? What the fuck? That's what I would say if I was a person who just made my opinion on other people's relationships public online. That is what I would say. That hypothetically, in a fictional scenario, that is what I would say. However, in this scenario, I would say, like, maybe, I mean, what do I know, right? I've got no idea. It's just, it's crazy, right? Yeah, hypothetically. You know what I mean? And Will's gonna slap you now. Look, man, have you watched XQC's video reply to Keemstar? Yeah, I saw all that, man. I did. I thought that shit was funny. The thing is, like, I like internet drama whenever it's not serious. I think that, I think that, like, in general, whenever you have, like, internet drama and then, like, it gets too serious, it stops being fun. Like, internet drama is funny with stuff like r/place, like the bronies against, like, me or XQC or something like that. Like, that's fucking funny, right? But, like, whenever it's something that's, like, legitimate drama and, like, people are, like, getting threats, etc., oh, that's the real stuff that nobody likes to see. And yeah, that's the way I see it. I don't know. What do y'all think? Because it takes the fun out of it, right? It's like whenever it's just a fun drama, it's like professional wrestling. Everybody knows it's fake bullshit that doesn't matter, but people can still be entertained by it. And I think then whenever you take things and you make them more serious, it becomes less fun to watch and less fun to enjoy, right? Starts being cringe, exactly. Have you seen the Narcissa Wright stuff and her getting permabanned, unbanned, and then permabanned again on Twitch? Yes, I did see this. Let me see if I can find this. So Narcissa Wright is a speedrunner, well known in the speedrunning community for a very long time. They got permanently banned on Twitch, or something happened, and they threatened to shoot up Twitch. That's interesting. I usually, people usually don't go, like, there are a lot of strategies that people use for getting unbanned from the platform. Some people make apology videos. Some people, just try to change their behavior. Most people don't threaten to shoot the place up. That's a bad fucking idea. That one never works. That's the worst thing you can do. But somehow, they unbanned her. They unbanned her. And I can understand it's like, okay, this person has a psychotic break, and we're going to give them a chance. You know, the police have investigated this at this point, and this person has been proven to not be a threat. However, I think that Twitch probably made, again, like, I am an extremely lenient person, right? And so I have had people send me death threats, and I just blow it off, right? I don't really care that much about it. So, like, it's not something that, like, I really would stress out a lot, but I think probably people at Twitch would be upset about this. Because, let's be honest, right now, I'm not that worried about it. I don't have a wife. I don't have a family. Well, I do have a family, but I don't have, like, a family that I'm responsible for. I don't have kids. You know, I don't have people depending on me, really, besides, like, maybe my dad. My dad just really does his own fucking thing. And so, if I'm working at Twitch and I see some person that gets unbanned after threatening to shoot up the place where I work at, I think that would upset me. I do. I think that would upset me. It would upset me a lot. And I think that it's fair for people to feel that way. Absolutely. Now, is it something that I feel like, you know, it's like one of those things where it's like, I know it's not serious. You know what I mean? Like, I assume, like, I don't know, but like, I assume it's not really serious. This person's just having a mental breakdown. But at the same time, it's like, how do you really unban somebody for that? And it's like the optics of that are really bad. And like there's certain points where like things just get so bad that even if you didn't mean it seriously, it looks even worse. You know what I mean? Like how do you deal with that? So basically, Narcissa Wright got rebanned. So now they are, Twitch gave me another permanent suspension today. I guess all the reply guys hooping and hollering will be happy. I did send in an appeal though. Look on the bright side. Twitch didn't send in the cops to arrest you. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that, listen, Twitch is the bad guy either way, it sucks. Well, it's like in general, I guess, like, again, like, I've always dealt with, like, weird shit like this, and I deal with ban appeals a lot, so it's like the person apologized, I'm assuming, and, like, you know, if they can tell it's not serious, like, I wouldn't really freak out about getting her, having her get unbanned, but the truth is, I don't really work at Twitch, so, like, I've got really no stake in this. So it's like, oh yeah, I think it wouldn't really be a big deal. But like, of course it's not a big deal to me because it doesn't affect me. You see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't affect me. Like, I'm not the person that has to deal with, you know, the looming threat over your head is somebody going to show up at the building and shoot me today. So it's like, yes, obviously, those kinds of people are going to be much more upset. And can they ban you from the entire platform, even from watching? No, they can't. You just use another IP. That's basically it. You gotta be fucking dumb. Twitch can get in trouble if they willfully ignored a threat to their employees and showed targeting them as viable. You know, that's actually a really good point, Dream. I never thought of that. But you're right. Yeah, maybe they had to ban her because of a liability thing. And like, that might have been why it took longer, is that they had to go through legal counsel for that. And that's why she got unbanned. Is that they went through legal counsel, and the legal counsel determined that if something like this happened, that it would be shown as negligence. That's a really, really good point. I never thought of that. Yeah, that's a great idea. I don't support another ban for the person. I support consistency, leaning towards less bans. Yeah, I mean, I think that, again, it's like probably if the person gets like help, etc. I just, the thing is with a person like this is like, and this happens with a lot of people online, is that, you know, Narcissa Wright was one of the original, used to be Cosmo, and then, you know, she transitioned. Narcissa's trans. And if you've been trans, you know, especially like, let's say 4 or 5 years ago, people usually didn't treat you very well. People would say a bunch of negative stuff. We're even seeing negative things right now in chat about her. And this is like in the current year. Imagine what it was like 5 years ago, 4 years ago. You have somebody that, you know, they have this problem in their head and they feel like they're a different gender. They try to have surgery to make themselves feel better. They're constantly shit on by their community. People hate them for years and years and years. That's going to make you crazy. It is. It's going to make you crazy. And like, again, what I say about this kind of stuff is this. Whenever I'm talking about somebody's motives or trying to get somebody to see I try to see what's going on in the other person's head. Does that make sense? I try to see what's going on because I want to know why, like, is this a reasonable expectation that the person will be led off of this cliff, right? Will they be really upset or angry about like that? You see what I'm saying? It's almost like being trans. What's this here? And don't say what you're thinking. Why are people being so weird about this? Yeah, what's, we're just talking about it. Yeah, it's always weird. Like, I'm just talking about this is what it is. There's no problem here. I never worry about talking about complex and touchy and controversial subjects. I never do. Do you know why? It's because I know I have good intentions. I know I'm not the bad guy. And I think that everybody that watches my stream knows that too. And the only people that think that I am the bad guy are the people that are intentionally trying to misunderstand me. And you can never beat somebody who's trying to lose. This person is trying to misunderstand what you're saying. That doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't make a fucking difference. I will always talk about controversial issues, and I'll talk about them very fucking directly. Because nobody else will, and the ones that do talk about them are so fucking biased you wish they wouldn't. They never think about what's going on in somebody else's head. They never try to understand the point of view of other people. They just want to push their fucking agenda and tell you how to think. And guess what? I'm not going to do that. Sometimes I do that, to be fair. But I try to do it less and less. And that's always what my goals are. You shouldn't threaten people. Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't threaten people. That's what it is. So I never get mad about that stuff. I never worry about that stuff. I never shy away from talking about things like this. Because listen, again, I obviously have good intentions. I'm clearly trying to see their point of view. I'm providing context to the way that they got here. And if somebody's upset about that, then fuck them. That's the way it goes. Then fuck them. I'm going to keep doing it. That's all there is to it. Apply the standards. What's this here? All people across equally. No special protection. I think that special protection, like standards and special protection, are very weird, right? Because you should have the standards applied to everyone, but at the same time, everybody is not the same. There are people that are much different than you and I, and so how much leniency do you want to give to an individual based off of their own personal, their own personal problems or their own personal leniencies? And how much do you want to give to just making sure that things are fair objectively? Because I think that treating everybody the same is actually not fair fundamentally, because people are not the same. So if you treat them the same, then you are treating them unfairly in a way, because they're not in the same place initially. But it's a very, very delicate thing to do. And I think that in general, you're right. In general, you're right. You have to usually treat people based off of what's fair to everybody else. Because once you start making special rules for one person, then everybody else wants a special rule too, and before you know it, then everybody is getting special terms, right? You're saying a trans person's more special than an oppressed African American who's dealt with racism for 400 years. I want you to know that is exactly what I was saying. Thank you. Yes, that is exactly what I was saying. And I'm glad that you were able to catch on to that. And it's because I'm actually a huge racist. That's totally right. Are you happy now? You happy? Did you get what you wanted? I don't care. Everybody knows that's not what I mean. Just because there's 3 fucking nutcases in chat that get mad about that. Doesn't matter. Clipped out of context? Oh, there's a million. You can clip anybody out of context. Who cares? You can't be afraid of that. And out of context article coming from Kotaku soon? Yeah, sure. And so listen, here's the thing. And I don't really, again, I'm not going to try to explain myself. I think that I made myself perfectly clear. And people that don't understand that, that's too bad. But either way, not a surprise they get unbanned. I think the one thing that I can say with Narcissa is I hope they get the help they need. It seems like they do need a lot of help. Making the kind of tweets about killing yourself and shooting up a place, it's really bad. And it sucks. It really sucks. And, the people that have harassed her for all these years, they suck too. And by the way, it also sucks to threaten to shoot up a place. It all sucks. Hopefully somebody can fix it. Yeah, they need help, not affirmation. They do need help. They might need a little bit of affirmation too, but they especially need help. Absolutely. Making tweets about your emotions is bad. Just keep it hidden. I don't think so. I don't think that's always the case, but I think it usually is.